If you've spent more than 10 minutes comparing countertop gas fryers, you know the specs all start to blur together. BTS, stainless grades, basket capacity until you're left wondering which one actually fits your kitchen and your budget. I get it. That's why I dug into the OREKPOT commercial gas fryer to see if it's the real deal, or just another shiny listing that promises more than it delivers. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't one of those bulky restaurant fryers that takes up half your counter. It's built to sit on a prep table or a back bar without screaming for space. The Doublepot setup means you can run 2 different fry cycles at once. Think wings in one basket, fries in the other without cross-flavoring or temperature drops. That's the kind of detail that matters when you're trying to keep orders moving during a dinner rush. The stainless tubes are food grade, so they won't rust out after a few months of daily use, and the non-slip feet keep it from walking across the counter when you're draining hot oil. The real value shows up in the flame control. Instead of a single fixed burner, you get independent switches for each pot, so you can dial one side to 350F for fries while the other side idles at 325F for chicken tenders. No need to babysit the heat, just set it and forget it. And because it runs on liquefied gas, you're not tied to an electrical outlet, which is handy if your kitchen layout is already maxed out on circuits. Now, where this fryer starts to show its limits is in the basket design. The removable baskets are convenient for cleaning, but they are not the heavy-duty restaurant baskets you'll find on some stainless giants. If you're frying in bulk, say 100 wings at once, you might find yourself doing 2 or 3 batches instead of 1. That's not a deal-breaker for a small cafe or a food truck, but it's worth factoring in if your volume is high and your patience is low. Another trade-off is the footprint. Even though it's labeled countertop, it's still about 24 inches wide and 14 inches deep. If your workspace is tight, measure first. You don't want to end up with a fryer that's half on the counter and half on the floor. Who should buy this fryer? If you're running a small restaurant, a food stall, or even a busy home kitchen where you need 2 fryers in one unit without the bulk, this is a solid pick. It's also a good fit if you're upgrading from a single electric fryer and want the faster recovery times that gas offers. The stainless build will last, and the adjustable flame means you're not locked into one temperature profile. Who should skip it? If you're frying in industrial quantities every night, or you need ultra-heavy baskets that can hold a gallon of oil, look at the bigger commercial units instead. This one is built for efficiency and flexibility, not for maxing out every cubic inch of oil capacity. The biggest hidden strength here is the energy savings. Because it's gas-powered, it heats up faster and stays hotter with less fuel waste compared to electric fryers that cycle on and off all day. That can add up to noticeable savings on your utility bill over a year, especially if you're running it for multiple shifts. On the flip side, the lack of a built-in oil filter means you'll still need to budget for an external filter or a separate oil disposal system. That's not a flaw in the fryer itself, but it's an extra line item you might not have accounted for. Bottom line, the OREKPOT commercial gas fryer is the kind of kitchen tool that earns its keep by doing 2 jobs at once without taking over your entire workspace. It's not the cheapest fryer you'll find, but it's also not the most expensive, and the dual-pot flexibility plus gas efficiency gives you real-world advantages that single basket fryers can't match. If your kitchen needs a reliable, space-saving fryer that can handle 2 tasks at once, this one is worth a close look. Check the link in the description if you want to see the latest price and specs.